What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more Danmachi, and I am super duper excited today because there's something coming at the end of this video that I have been literally begging for. And I actually had a video planned and somewhat recorded that I was going to drop later this week, and now is completely obsolete. And I'm super hyped. You gotta wait to the end of the video. It's gonna be dropping then. Make sure you hit your thumbs up now because you're gonna want to. It is super, super awesome news. Let's get into the Danmachi news. Let's go ahead and do this. So, first up, 4 facts about the Dungeon Whiteout event. This is the new event that's actually dropping. If you watched the end of the recent tale, they did tease a White Day event. If you don't know what White Day is, it's basically just Valentine's Day, but for dudes in Japan. Long story, they'll explain it in the tale. Danmemo's very first White Day event. Long tale connected to the Valentine's Day story. It's connected. The Xenos and Loki Familia work as a team. The hell is that? So we know it's not canon. Finn's fortune cookie. So I'm guessing that's going to be one of the items in there. So this is going to be the new tale. We saw these outfits teased at the end of the last one. This should be a really interesting tale. I'm curious to see how this is going to play out. One thing I do love about this, we're getting a free-to-play Fells unit. There's not very many Fells units in the game. They're hard to come by. So for those of you players that are predominantly free-to-play, that don't whale in the game or whatever, you finally have a Fells unit if you've had a hard time pulling one. Like, for a long time, I didn't pull one. Basically, until the new one came out for the new anime, I haven't had a Fells unit in the game whatsoever. Just, they always evaded me. So having a free-to-play one will be really great for you guys' CP levels. That's truly awesome. That's going to help a lot of people out. So that's really exciting. Here's the gacha for it. We're going to get a, that is the new eyes, Finn, and Bet. And yes, Bet is an assist this time. Very interesting stuff. This is the other half of the banner, Riveria, Belle, and Gareth. And if, sorry, not Gareth. Yeah, Gareth. Keep getting him in the 30th anniversary one confused. So they're, and Gareth's actually a, he's an assist this time, which is really interesting. So they're really mixing it up. Let's go ahead and talk about these units. I'm going to go into more depth tomorrow, Wednesday, when we drop the Before You Summon videos, so keep an eye out for that. But, really awesome art, actually. And here are all the stats, but big shout to my man Yoko, who actually put together these cells, which give us all of the data we need. Big shout out to him. This is really awesome. Notice she does have a Beast Killer skill. I believe everybody here has a Beast Killer skill, and that is going to tell me that Beast is going to be one of the Familia Rush elements coming up. Either Familia Rush or Familia Royale. It's been a long time since we've had Rush, so I'm going to guess it's probably Rush that's incoming. HP is 3745. That's actually really good for a magic type. I can't dog on that one bit. I did say that I'd like it to get closer to the 4K mark. I believe physical units are a bit closer to like 200 more, but that's actually really good for a magic unit. A hair on the squishy side, but it's really not going to be that big of a deal. Endurance, decent. Dex, really good. Agility, fantastic. Magic, out of this world. Love getting a 2K magic stat. Remember, that's going to get just better and better and better when you start throwing CP levels on it. So, while Endurance could be slightly better, quite a bit better actually, Dex definitely makes up for that, Agility definitely makes up for that, and Magic is going to be off the damn chain. Now, we don't have all the passives, but we do have some of them. Special, we'll start with Skill 1. I always like to start with Skill 1, then do the specials. Skill 1. Self fire attack damage, magic plus 60% for 3 turns, allies 30% less AoE damage taken. So in other words, it's 30% less, 30% AoE resistance, and add 3 additional actions, foes, low fire, magic attack. So it's an AoE magic attack she does. It's pretty awesome. And 46 MP cost. So I don't know why I said 45. It's right there in front of my face. Neither here nor there. Skill 1's pretty good. It's a buff, and it's got a debuff in it, and it's got defensive debuff, I should say, in it, and it's got the extra attack. Very good skill. Skill 2, foes plural, fast, high, magic attack with ultra uncounter rate, magic resistance down 35% for 2 turns. That's kind of nice, actually. So both fire and magic are 60%, and we do magic resistance down 35%. No fire resistance down, so you really got to work on that. But all around good skills, very good skills, especially for an AoE fire unit. Skill 3, mid-fire magic attack with 35% damage for each fire attack damage. And, fire attack damage and magic damage buff. That's, 140% buff. Okay. I don't think we've seen one that high, on an AoE at least. That's really good. Is this a new meta? Normally we don't get that until the anniversary. Interesting. It's not really be a full meta change, don't get me wrong there. But we usually see like 30%. So seeing 35 is pretty good. 40% we usually see on like one skill. So that's a big boost right there. I actually like that. Special. Ultra Fire magic attack with temporary magic boost. And remove strength and magic and dex and endurance and agility buffs with the exception of assist skills. So interesting that no percentage boost on her SA. That said, skill 1, skill 2, and skill 3 are going to be pretty good. I don't know if she's really out of this world. I really have to digest where she sits in this. She's good, but is she amazing? I don't know about that. We'll have to see. We'll have to really kind of digest that. Looks like at this moment we know she's got 35% wind resistance. Counters are fire magic buff and lengthen foe debuff by 1 turn. Ooh, very nice. It's good passive. 15% damage on penetration, 30% magic agility and dex, and beast killer skill. So, very good unit. And big shout out to Yoko who actually produces these cells for us. These do not come from Damachi or Danmemo, and these come actually from our Mang who assembles them based on the assets. So, really awesome skills there. New Finn unit. Finns are generally pretty respectable. You know what? That's what it's going to look like in the game, but let's go ahead and look over here. Notice he once again is a beast killer. I believe everybody on this is a beast killer. HP is 3855, so not the best, but 100 above the magic unit, which really tells you the magic is catching up. That's very good. Strength is a triple S stat. Endurance, once again, I could really go for a little bit more. Dex is good. Agility is good. Magic stats not really going to make a difference. He's a respectable unit. Once again, all around just a very respectable unit. Skill 1, strength and water attack damage plus 65% for 4 turns. That's actually very nice. And 3 additional actions, foe singular low water physical attack with high penetration rate. So he's going to be a single target. He's going to be a record buster unit. Skill 2, mid-water physical attack with temporary magic boost, physical resist, and water resist down 30%. So a good buff for your water teams. And skill 3 is a slow, super water physical attack with high penetration rate, extend debuffs by 2 turns, fire resistance plus 35%, counter regular attack with water attack. Why is that in his skill 3 and not in his passive? I believe that should be passive. I don't know why that's in that skill. We'll have to see how that plays out. SA, ultra water physical attack with 30% damage per strength and magic debuff on the foe at the time of the attack. In other words, if there's a strength and magic debuff on them, he's going to get 60% damage. That's not really end of the world stuff right there. I'm going to be honest. We have better and we've seen better. He's not groundbreaking by any stretch of the imagination. A good unit, but I'm going to be honest. I really think these banners might be a pass, honestly. Counters have penetration rate. Ultra penetration rate. That's interesting. 20% damage by penetration, 30% strength, agility, and dex, and beast killer skill. Good unit, but is he groundbreaking? I'm really not sold. Bell. Once again, we're going to go to the Yoko cell. Boom. Beast killer skill. HP is 3803. That's respectable. Not groundbreaking, but respectable. Triple S strength stat, very good. Endurance stat. Dex stat is a little low. Agility is really good. So, all around, just a respectable unit. None of these units are really groundbreaking. And I think that's okay, because once again, I think it is worth definitely saving some Iris right now, guys. I talked about that the other day. I really feel like saving Iris is going to be paramount right now. Non-time limited units. So notice all these units are non-time limited. So if you don't pull them now, you can always pull them on a 4-star ticket later or something. So don't go crazy. Skill 1, foes plural, low water physical attack, foes minus 25% water resist, dex, and self, 85% strength for 5 turns. Ooh, that's pretty baller. I'm not gonna lie, pretty badass. Skill 2, Foes. Fast, mid-water physical attack with 10% seal, 20% physical resist, and ailment resist. Wait. Physical resist and ailment resist for 2 turns. Oh, minus 20% physical resist and ailment resist. Okay. That's worded weirdly. He's an ailment unit, but his low percentage on that ailment. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that. I really don't know. Skill 3 is a super water physical attack with high critical rate and no percentage boost. SA is ultra water physical attack with temporary boost and 50% seal. I'm not sure how I feel about this unit. I really got to digest this unit a little bit. I got to compare to some of the other ailment units in the game. Fast growth and nullifies charm. Of course, we will see that in Bell units. 35% fire resist and counter regular attacks with water physical attack. 50% counter damage, 25% all stats, and beast killer skill. Riveria. Once again, this is the scene you're going to see in game, but this is going to give us all the information on this page that you guys have been asking for so long, so we're going to use these. Of course, she's a magic unit. Fire magic unit, no less. 3693, so that's a little low to me. I like the eyes unit because she's got 100% or 100% 100 more magic, and I think that, or 100 more HP, brain, and I think that's actually pretty good. Endurance, once again, is a nest stat. I would love to see a double S nowadays. Dex is decent, agility is really good, and magic is once again a triple S skill, so that's also very good, and she's once again a beast killer. Notice all these units are not time limited. That's what that little black icon at the top means. If that were red, that would mean they're time limited, so plan accordingly, guys. Plan accordingly. Skill 1, Foes, plural, fast. Low fire magic attack with fire resistance minus 35%. Okay. Self fire attack damage plus 90% for 5 turns. Ooh. I like that. I do like that. Skill 2, super fire magic attack damage plus 60% per self. Wait, hold up. Super fire magic attack damage plus 60% per self fire attack damage buff. Shortens self fire attack damage buff by 1 turn. That's going to be a killer skill. I got to math that out. I mean, she doesn't have a magic buff, but that would hit, like, without a magic buff, that would hit really hard. Damn. Actually, I think she might be pretty good. I got to really digest these skills. This is the first time I've seen them. I'm going through them for the first time. So when we do the Before You Summon video, we'll talk about that, but I kind of like her already. Skill 3 is a high fire magic attack damage plus 60% per self fire attack damage buff, so it's really good. Ultra fire magic attack with temporary magic boost for the SA, and counter rate and penetration rate down 50% for 1 turn. So all that is really interesting. Couple that with Haruhime's magic buff, and she's going to be dangerous, like super dangerous. This is probably be the top hitting AoE fired. I just want to get her and max her to really just like see what she does. But the problem is like, I've talked about this the other day with the Irish video. I don't know if it's worthwhile. I really just don't. I find it very hard to say yes, it's worth summoning on these units because we've got collabs incoming. In fact, I think it was said, and I don't think it's actually mentioned here, but I want to say that there was going to be news upcoming on the collab. Let me see here. I got all the notes from the thinger here. Boom, boom. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Doesn't say. I want to say that something was mentioned here. But I think they said that in the after this we might get a collab. We might get the collab or something. A little earlier than I expected. I don't know for certain, but you definitely like. I'd have to really go through and go through the news again. But I think there was something mentioned about that, if I recollect. I'd really have to go back through here. Let's see. Yeah, doesn't say. Maybe I made that up. Maybe that wasn't actually in there. But either way, you want to heavily consider all that before you go too crazy on these units. I do like her, though. I'm definitely going to be at least hitting her OnlyFans and getting her. We call the paid banners for OnlyFans. Sorry. Used to stream terminologies, which are a little less PC than the videos we make. We get crunk on the streams. So I think she's a great unit, but I'm going to have to assess this before I really tell you whether or not you're going to want to summon on her. She's really good, but very specific. And let's face it, the fire teams are always just on point. They've been on point for, years in this game now. So, I don't know. Bet is an interesting one. He is an assist, like I said before. So here we go. HP is 1,000, which is actually really good for an assist. MP leaves a little bit to be desired. Physical and magic attack leave a little bit to be desired. Allies, fire attack damage plus 20%, and foes guard rate and heal rate minus 20%. So, really good unit for Wargame. I feel like we're going to see him a lot in Wargame, especially with Lead and now Riveria. Just disgusting. I'm sorry. Just disgusting. The only downside is if you have on a kitty, that does take the wind out of Riveria's sails a little bit. So do bear that in mind. Anakitty will nullify Riveria. So if you're thinking like you get Bet and you get Riveria and you're going to start rocking Wargame, there's still the ultimate nullifier out there. So just bear that in mind. But all around good skills. Remember, when he's not max limit broken, this will be 15%, and these will be like 20% or something. So still very good, but not end of the world stuff. These are max limit broken stats. Let's talk about the Gareth unit. Gareth. Let's go to Yoko screen. Here we go. Bam. HP 1028, MP 159 once again. Physical attack is baller. Physical attack 604 is very good. Magic attack, yeah, but he's a physical unit. You're going to go all in on physical units. Physical resist down 20%. Magic dex and endurance down 15%. That's fantastic. Way to replace Apollo. I think Apollo, I'd have to pull it up here. I think Apollo's physical stat is ever so slightly higher. Let me see here. Let me pull up the game. Assists. And we're going to go down here to Apollo. You can probably hear my music in the background. I'm too lazy to turn down. Ares, not Apollo. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. So, actually, no. His physical stat is higher than Ares. Ares' base is 500 and, let's see, 540. So, he replaces Ares 100%. I kept saying Apollo. Ares. He replaces Ares 100%. Decisions. Keep an eye out for the Before You Summon video. We really got to talk about this. There's going to be a lot of discussion points. Okay. New free-to-play Fells unit. Fells. 1,000 HP for a free-to-play unit. Very good. Don't be afraid by the fact it says time limited. It just basically means that you'll only be able to get Fells during this event. Once the event's gone, it'll probably take... I believe they actually said there's going to be a big update to the general pool and to the event exchange and all that. So, and that's going to come sometime mid-month, so you'll be able to get Fells after that point, I would imagine. But 1,000 HP on a free-to-play unit is great. Physical attack, magic attack aren't terrible for a free-to-play. I would expect and hope for better, but can't be mad. Fire resistant, water resistant down 10%, and endurance is down 20%. So if you're lacking a fire or water resistance unit, there you go. I believe between Fells and actually Apollo for real. Let me double check that. Because I said Apollo last time and it was Ares. I believe between those two you actually have a pretty respectable... Oh, no. Yeah, he's fire attack damage up. So, yeah. Between Apollo and Fells, you have a full free-to-play fire... Fire assist squadron. Fire's off the chain. Always has been, always will be, I guess. So, very interesting that. And this is free to play. You'll get her, or he, she, it, them, from the game as a drop. So, exciting that. And like I said, for CP rewards, that's really, really outstanding. Alright, Dungeon Whiteout Bundles. These are, of course, the whale bundles that you'll be able to purchase for paid Iris. If you're going to go into this banner at all, I would recommend doing that and then save your free-to-play Iris. My 2 cents on the matter. Login bonuses. So we're going to get a bunch of login bonuses here. Looks like 20 Iris at the beginning of each week, 20 Iris towards the end of each week, and notice a 4-star 11 draw ticket at the end of the 2-week period. So I tell you guys to log in every day. I mean it. Log in every damn day. It pays out. It really does. Danmemo schedule. So we're getting into more of this stuff. So they're gonna refresh us at the beginning of the month like they always do. Bonus Iris campaign. I love when this drops around because this is the time where I really go ham and start spending money, and then sometimes I save the Iris. I think this time I'm going to save this Iris for the collab. I really feel like that's going to be a better value right now. It does say 1 time only, so not the 3 times. You're 1 time only. This is going to be $80. This is going to be $20. I think this is a fantastic value if you don't spend money in the game very frequently, but you'd like to. This is a great entry level. Be careful about that because the first time you do that, you'll do it every time. So I'd recommend that. I'd be cautious about that. I'm going to do both. But I guess I'm addicted to paying money for PNGs. Here's a fun one. Holy Flame Fiesta Gacha is back, guys. All 4-star units only included those units added in 2020 or later. So, yeah. I generally do go pretty hard on this banner. The only downside is there are a lot of units in here that I have maxed. So there are a lot of bombs capable in here. The only thing that's really worth noting here is that this, while a really good value, is paid Iris only, not free Iris. So the first draw, and this is like usually like 1 round a day. It goes on for a while. 10 Iris for the first draw. It's 3-star guaranteed. 60 Iris. It's 70 total Iris for the second draw. That is 3-star guaranteed. 180 Iris. That's then 250 Iris, I believe. 250 Iris. For a full rotation, it's a really substantial value. Decisions, because you see a lot of these units in the background I have maxed. And a few units back there, Tiona and Tiona, that I would love to have maxed and I don't, so tough call, guys. Tough call. But I'm going to do it anyway. You know I'm going to do it. 7th Zone is back. Of course, 7th Zone's back. We've talked about 7th Zone a lot. And I dropped a video yesterday talking about how I feel like 7th Zone's kind of proof of power creep. Someone did bring up a valid point that the Fia unit doesn't remove strength and magic buffs. I read her skill 1 wrong. But the only thing I will say is normally back even a month or so ago, when you do 7th Zone, I didn't have to lead my heart. He made for the debuff. I could just run in there and hack it slash and then turn 3 with heals. I can't do that anymore. So do be cautious about these. These are getting a little more dangerous, which is okay. I think that's actually really, really good for the game. Little power creep goes a long way to improving the fun of the game. Here is the thing I hyped at the beginning, and I'm insanely excited for, guys. Record Buster's back. It's a fire type. You're going to want water units, but check this out. Skill Flow will be available starting, says Thursday 2/25. Remember, that is going to be Wednesday our time. Skill Flow coming to Record Buster, guys. Skill Flow coming to Record Buster. Guys, this is the greatest, guys and gals. This is just like the best update we've had in a long damn time. I am in tears right now over this update. This is going to make it so much easier to like beat RNG and to get those good scores. Because remember, you set one Record Buster run, and then you could literally auto run it after that. Just let it go and hope for the better RNG. I've had some just like last Record Buster, devastating RNG, and it takes forever to manually go through it. You better believe I'm dropping a video on this as soon as basically we'll be live when Record Buster goes live, but the following morning, Thursday morning, you better believe there's gonna be a big video out regarding Record Buster, welcoming skill flow. I'm super excited for this. I think this is a great update for the game. Fantastic update for the game. I love this, guys. So happy. That's the news, y'all. Right up there at top. Bam. Skill flow to be implemented in Record Buster. Says 225. This can be 24 for the most of us. Dungeon Whiteout Gotcha, Dungeon Whiteout Special Bundles, Bonus Iris Campaign, 7th Zone, and Record Buster, which is kind of redundant. All of those going live on Wednesday night for most of us. Depends on where you are in the world. Following day, Dungeon Whiteout login bonuses. Then 2 days later, the paid Holy Flame Fiesta Gotcha will be going live. 3-1 Iris combo with another item for sale. Those are crap. Don't do those. And 3-5 True Familia Royale again. Not Familia Rush, Familia Royale. I did say I thought it would be Rush, but it's Royale. I guess they like Royale better than Rush. I can't disagree or agree one way or the other. But so next week, True Familia Royale is at. You can bet water and fire and beast killers are going to be necessary, so start planning your teams accordingly. I've got to think about before you send me a video. I've got to go just really clear my brain and all that. I'm really excited, though, for Record Buster. If you can't tell, that's going to be the video. Like, comment, share. I'm really excited, guys. I hope you are, too. I'm going to catch you all on the next one. I've got a really exciting video some of you guys have been asking for literally years now, coming out later on today. Do keep an eye out for that. I'm really excited about it. And what I'm wearing right now is a minor spoiler. So, oops.